Right then, welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the top 10 cities that will collapse first if the economy crashes. Settle in, maybe pour yourself a stiff drink. You might need it. This isn't about fear-mongering, it's about understanding the precarious foundations of our major urban centers. We'll look at crippling debt and over-reliance on fickle industries. Stay tuned to find out if your city is on the list. Let's begin this journey, shall we? Alright, first up, let's talk about Detroit, the Motor City. Detroit's fortunes were welded to the chassis of Ford, GM, and Chrysler. This reliance on the auto sector has made Detroit vulnerable. When the auto industry catches a cold, Detroit gets pneumonia, often with bankruptcy. The city has tried to diversify, but shaking off that dependency is frustrating. Next, we journey to Chicago, the Windy City. Famous for deep dish pizza, architectural marvels, and a spectacular amount of debt. Chicago's debt is more maxed out credit cards, funding elaborate theme parties for squirrels. High debt means less money for essential services, schools, infrastructure, public safety. It means higher taxes, driving residents and businesses away. The city's financial instability is a constant headache, requiring a complete fiscal overhaul. Let's move on to Cleveland, Ohio, a city with a proud industrial past. The city has grappled with a declining population for decades. When people leave, they take their tax dollars and vibrancy with them. This demographic drain and manufacturing decline created an economic downturn. Cleveland faces the monumental task of reversing long-term economic and demographic contraction. Chapter 4, Las Vegas, betting it all on a full house of tourists. Vegas's reliance on tourism makes it vulnerable to economic shocks. Tourism is the first thing people cut when times get tough. During the pandemic, the Strip became a ghost town overnight. Diversification efforts are underway, but shifting away from tourism is a monumental gamble. Chapter 5, Baltimore, Charm City's crumbling foundations. Baltimore grapples with high poverty rates, a shrinking manufacturing base, and social issues that compound its economic woes. Maintaining and upgrading infrastructure is incredibly expensive, and finding those funds becomes a Herculean task. The weight of its challenges makes Baltimore susceptible to economic contraction. Chapter 6, New Orleans, the Big Easy's not-so-easy economy. High unemployment rates persist in New Orleans, affecting consumer spending, tax revenue, and economic vitality. The economy relies on tourism and the port, both volatile sectors. An economic crash would stretch its strained resources, making it harder to address unemployment and environmental risks. Chapter 7, Miami, sunshine beaches, and startling inequality. Miami is a city of dazzling wealth and vast poverty, creating social instability and economic fragility. An economy benefiting a small segment while leaving many behind is not sustainable. Add the threat of sea level rise, and Miami looks less like a paradise and more like a gilded cage. Chapter 8, San Francisco, the Golden City's golden handcuffs. San Francisco's cost of living forces out long-term residents and creates immense economic pressure. If the tech bubble bursts, the ripple effects on San Francisco's economy would be seismic. A city built on innovation, struggling under the weight of its own expensive success. Chapter 9, Houston, riding the waves of international trade and oil. Houston's economy is deeply tied to international trade and oil prices, making it vulnerable to global economic shifts. A global recession disrupting energy demand or shipping routes would hit Houston hard. Despite diversifying, Houston's economy is still heavily influenced by the oil and gas industry. Chapter 10, Atlantic City, where the house mismanages the economy. Atlantic City's fortunes were tied almost exclusively to its casinos. Then, competition arrived. The city's failure to diversify its economy led to a prolonged economic decline. Casinos closed, jobs vanished, and property values plummeted. While efforts to reinvent Atlantic City continue, its history of economic mismanagement makes it vulnerable to further shocks. Chapter 11. So, are we all moving to a bunker now? Well, there you have it. 10 cities, 10 cautionary tales of economic tightropes and fiscal fault lines. The takeaway is that economic resilience requires diversification, responsible governance, and awareness of vulnerabilities. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, like, share, and subscribe for more content. Let us know in the comments which city is most at risk. See you next time.